Exterminate! Jelly! Exterminate!
Jelly!
Exterminate!
We are back with another New Who. Yo, it's giving finale vibes. Army of Ghosts was wild, and the ending, I don't know what happened at this period of time when this show was airing. I don't know if the BBC and the writers were receiving fan mail saying, we need more. And Russell T Davies was like, oh, I'll give you more. He said, here we go with Rose starting the episode saying it's about to all be over. The Torchwood Institute just thrown in our faces right at the start. The Cybermen, Mickey, and then Dalek. They said everything and the kitchen sink, the whole thing in there. It was wild to see so many different, very iconic parts of Doctor Who so far coming together. And this big finish, we're lucky if anyone survives this, basically. So Rose's statement at the beginning, talking about the Torchwood War and all of that, and the Army of Ghosts, it now seems like, oh God, who will survive? Because there's just no way when it comes to Daleks and Cybermen. And mind you, the Cybermen now have ranged. They can now shoot you like if you're running. So there's no longer, doosh, 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 doosh. That beat is iconic. But they will get you. So anyone is up for grabs at this point. And I am very, very worried now. As always, the Patreon has the full-length watch-alongs, the early access and bonus content and all sorts of things. So please, if you have not joined already, please go join the Patreon and support in any way you can. It is much appreciated. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, engage in any way you can. It really does go a long way helping the channel. If you've been watching all season and been enjoying the content, please, 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 please engage. Thank you. Well, it is that time. Let's go.
My name is Rose Tyler, and this is a story of Torchwood.
What is this beach? What is this place?
I'll ever tell.
Oh, last story I ever tell is wild.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Oh,
This is a story of how I died.
oh no, Rose. No. Not the story of how I died. Stop right now. Also, the middle Dalek was black. It was dark. It was a different color. It's not Emperor Dalek, so what Dalek is that? David Tennant. Doomsday by Russell T Davies. Doomsday's here.
Daleks! You're called Daleks!
What did she say? Galite?
I know your name.
Yup.
Think about it, how can I know that? A human who knows about the Daleks?
Oh ho ho ho.
If you want to know how, then keep us alive. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, and me.
You will be necessary. What is the status of the Genesis Ark? Status hibernation.
Hibernation.
The Genesis Ark must be protected above all else.
The Genesis Ark. So that's the ship they came with.
Now, what the hell's a Genesis Ark?
Right. Oh, that music. That music is
What's happened
hectic.
to Rose?
I don't know.
Oh, oh,
I
Oh.
believe you, I'll get you both out, you and your daughter. Jackie, look at
oh
me.
my God, Doctor.
I promise you. I give you my word.
Word. Oh my God.
The Central World Authority and order global surrender.
Oh, do some research. We haven't got a Central World Authority.
You have now. I will speak on all global wavelengths.
Oh.
Cybermen now occupy every landmass on this
Cybermen shut it down.
sphere. Cybermen will remove fear. Cybermen will remove sex and color and creed.
Cybermen will remove sex? Okay, Cybermen, step back. You can remove a lot of things, but you will not remove that. Yo, look at that. Look at that. They're an army now. They're a full-on army now. Look at that. I told you you can't play with ranged. Oh! Yo, the human race.
Surrender.
They're not taking instructions.
Which of you is least important? Is least important?
No, we don't work like that.
Stop it.
None of us.
Yo, Rajesh, I'm sorry. Rajesh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I represent the Torchwood Institute.
Yo, they're gonna kill him.
Leave these two alone.
You will kneel.
What for?
Kneel.
Yo, look at the way they're shaking. Neil?
Daleks need information about current Earth history. We will extract brainwaves.
Oh, God, and he has a lot of information. Yo, this is what they did to the other guy. Oh, you don't survive this. Oh, it's not brainwaves. They extract your brain. Yo, the Torchwood War is between the Dalek and the Cybermen, isn't it? But I mean, it's hardly fair. Look at him.
Invading Earth. Investigate outside. I obey.
Dalek Thane? Yo, look at this. Look at this right now. Sorry, Cybermen.
Visual contact established.
Oh, they're gonna see it there. Yo, they're both looking at the same time. They will see the Cybermen and then they'll see the Daleks. Chaos. He knows.
Identify yourselves. State your identity.
Yo, the doctor is gagged. Stop.
Daleks do not take orders.
You have identified as Daleks.
Outline resembles the inferior species known as Cybermen.
About the Daleks.
Yo,
She
let the
was
roasting
terrified
begin.
of them.
Yo, yeah, we need like
The
link right now.
Crude construct.
She's on, she's alive. Why haven't they killed her?
I don't believe.
she's smart.
Your design is inelegant.
Daleks have no concept of elegance.
This is obvious.
Yo, the roasting is going on.
Together, we could upgrade the universe.
Together.
Propose an alliance.
This is correct.
Request denied.
Elements will be deleted.
Good luck working with the Daleks.
Exterminate.
Oh, yo, one shot.
You have declared war.
This is not war. This is pest control.
How many are you?
4.
You would destroy
4.
the Cybermen with 4 Daleks.
We would destroy the Cybermen
With
one
one.
Dalek. Are superior in only one respect. You are better at dying.
Oh! Yo, the Dalek mollywopped them there. The Dalek, like, wiped the floor with the Cybermen.
This male registers as enemy. The female's heartbeat has increased.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Mickey.
That's the Doctor.
They know that name.
Million Cybermen, easy. One Doctor. Now you're scared.
Oh!
Start
Yo, this is
emergency
wild.
upgrading. Begin with these personnel.
Yeesh. Don't you have enough people? Like, what the hell?
We surrender! We surrender!
Oh god, Yvonne.
Increased adrenaline suggests that he has vital Dalek information.
Oh my god.
Concentrate on the Genesis arc.
Oh, that's the Genesis arc. That came down too. I didn't even notice. I thought it was the other ship. Yo, who's in there? Yo, I'm shocked. Like, what's happening?
I think they removed the brain and they put it in a suit of armor.
Next.
Yo, no.
You and your Torchwood! You killed us all!
I did my duty for Queen and country.
Oh!
I did my duty.
Oh.
I did my duty.
I did my duty. That's it for Yvonne? Oh god.
Proof that emotions destroy you.
I quite like hope. And here it comes.
Oh yes. Come on, back up. Yo, that's somebody in there.
Doctor, good to see you again.
That's Mickey's friend. Yes.
Jake,
Jake.
Cybermen came through from one world to another, and so did we.
Another? Yes. And you know he knows what he's doing at this point.
Cyber Leader 1 has been terminated.
Get them, Jackie, get them.
I
Oh!
will be upgraded to Cyber Leader.
Oh, here we go. Promotion already. Cybermen, you can't even do a proper funeral, commemoration, celebration of life. They're like, promotion immediately.
Defend this room.
Damn,
See,
B.
monitor communications. Kill one cyber leader and they just download into another.
Who's he looking at? Someone compromised?
You can't just hop from one world to another. You can't. We just did. With these.
Oh.
But that's impossible. You can't have this sort of technology.
We've got our own version of Torchwood. They developed it.
Oh. Come and see. Oh! Why?
Parallel Earth, parallel Torchwood. We found out what the Institute was doing and the People's Republic took control.
I've got to get back. Rose is in danger, and her mother.
That'd be Jackie.
Oh!
And as for you, Doctor, at least this time I know who you are.
I've got to get back, right now.
No, you're not in charge here. And you're gonna listen for once.
Oh my god, what are they gonna do here? What is going on?
You're the bravest man I've ever met.
What about the Doctor?
Oh, all right. Bravest human.
Whatever's inside that ark is waking up, and I've seen this happen before.
First time I saw a Dalek, it was broken.
Yep, it took your...
But I touched it. The moment I did that, I brought it back to life.
It needs you to do that again.
When you travel in time in the TARDIS, you soak up all this background radiation.
It helps them.
Daleks evolved so they could use it as a power supply.
I love it when you talk technical.
Mickey!
If the Daleks got something inside that thing and it needs waking up.
They need you.
Yeah.
You've travelled in time, either one of us would do.
Or if they build something they can't open themselves.
The technology is stolen.
And who built it?
The Time Lords.
Oh!
This is all that survives of their home world.
Oh!
The future.
That is Time Lord property? Oh, now you got me interested. Yo, I'm shaking with excitement.
Said they were living. We should help them.
But all that time, the Cybermen made plans, mapped themselves onto your world.
Oh, where is the Mickey boy?
He went ahead first. Any chance to go and find Miss Rose Tyler?
She's your daughter.
He's so steely here. He's so...
She's the child of a dead man.
Oh, my God. Who is he?
A world at peace. They're calling this the Golden Age.
Who's the president?
And a woman called Harriet Jones. No. But it's a lie.
Come on, Harriet.
And they're saying all this is going to be flooded. That's not just global warming, is it? It's the breach.
Yeah.
Travel between parallel worlds is impossible.
Destroying the world.
Those discs, every time you jump from one reality to another,
It cracks it.
keep going and both worlds will fall into the void.
Famous doctor, you can seal the breach.
How?
Pete Tyler.
Pete Tyler.
I knew you when you were dead. Now here you are, fighting the fight. Back on my world, Jackie Tyler might still be alive.
Oh. Come back with us.
Help us.
What? Close the breach, stop the Cybermen, defeat the Daleks. You believe I can do that?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Maybe that's all I need.
Yep, the belief.
Off we go then.
Oh,
First of all, I need to make a
Doctor.
phone call.
That technology, that thing inside that Genesis arc is
Jackie,
crucial.
where are you? Listen, tell me, where are you?
N3!
North corner staircase 3.
Oh, Jackie.
She's not my wife.
I was at the wedding. You got her name wrong.
Yo, Jackie's going to lose her mind.
Sorry, no white flag. I surrender. A very good idea.
Final stage of awakening.
Oh my God, what is in there?
Well, tough, because I'm not doing it.
Obey, or the male will die.
I can't let him.
Not the male.
Don't you want to know what happened?
Place your hand.
What happened to the Emperor?
The Emperor survived.
Till he met me.
Oh.
I met the Emperor and turned him into dust. Do you get that?
How would you tell them that?
I destroyed him.
You will be exterminated.
Oh, now, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh.
You are the Doctor.
Mickey McMickey, nice to see ya.
social interaction will cease. Did you survive the time war?
I can't even
By
speak.
fighting. On the front line.
Oh, Doctor.
I was there at the fall of Arcadia.
Arcadia. Oh, is that their capital?
Run away!
We had to survive.
So what's so special about you?
Oh, they keep coming back. Thane.
Daleks don't have names, do they? But one of them said they were.
I am Dalek Thane, Dalek Khan.
So that's it.
Dalek Khan.
The cult of Skaro. I thought you were just a legend.
The cult?
A secret order.
Oh.
Their job was to imagine, think as the enemy thinks.
Oh.
All to find new ways of killing.
But that thing, they said it was yours. I mean, Time Lord.
Like the Theologicans.
I don't know, never seen it before.
Oh.
Time Lord.
Both sides had secrets.
They said one touch from a time traveler will wake it up.
Technology using the one thing a Dalek can't do.
Time travel. Oh, touch.
Not feeling anything? Ever? From birth to death, locked inside a cold metal cage.
Oh my god, that's so chilling.
The Doctor will open the Ark.
The Doctor will not.
You have no way of resisting. A sonic probe?
That screwdriver.
It is harmless.
Oh, yes. Harmless is just the word, that's why I like it.
But I'll tell you what it does do. It is very good at opening doors.
Oh! Oh. Oh. Get out of there. Oh. 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 Oh, he touched it. Oh, he gave them what they wanted.
The Genesis Ark is primed. The Ark needs area of 13 square miles. Move.
Yo.
Ark mobile.
The Ark is moving. Oh my god. The Ark looks like a Dalek that's inside.
Blown up the sun, so you've done us a favor.
What if it's a Dalek that has emotions or something? Like a... Because, you know, the other Dalek got emotions. And now being touched by Mickey, you know, it's going to be affected. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she's going to be shocked.
Pete!
Hello, Jax.
I said there were ghosts, but that's not fair. Why him? You died 20 years ago, Pete.
Oh. Oh.
Parallel worlds, Jackie. Every single decision we made.
Oh, you can shut up.
Oh.
You look old.
You don't.
This is so wild for her.
You were left on your own. You didn't marry again, or...
There was never anyone else.
Hmm.
Look at me, I never left that flat.
Oh.
Brought
Stop.
her up.
Stop.
Rose Tyler. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
In my world, it worked. All those daft little plans of mine made me rich.
I don't care about that.
Hmm.
How rich?
Very.
How very?
Mama Rose. Yes. I love that.
You're not my wife. I'm sorry, but you're not. You know, it's just sort of...
Weird. Welcome to the show.
Oh, come here.
Oh my god. What a reunion. Oh. Oh my god. Yo, the Dalek shield is just too strong.
Emergency, all units will converge on the Torchwood Tower.
All units. Oh lord. Yo. Epic proportions. Because the people are just like, what in the world now? Are those the mask things? Yo, the Daleks are just too OP.
Override roof mechanism.
Oh! Elevate. Oh, it's all elevating.
What are you doing?
What is it?
Dude, that thing is a Dalek. I think it needs to be able to open up and do that round ball thing. It needs space to do its thing. Maybe the Time Lord science. Oh, they are going up. Maybe Time Lord science is a misdirect somehow. Oh, I told you. I told you it was a Dalek. Oh!
Time Lord science.
It's a TARDIS.
Bigger on the inside.
It's a... Oh my god.
It's a prison ship.
How many Daleks?
Millions.
Oh! Oh my god. Yo, we did not want to open that. Oh my god. Yo, the three that were there were too much. Now this? I mean, come on.
All life forms below. Exterminate.
All life forms below. Look at that. Yo, they're just killing human beings. Oh my god.
We're going home. Jax, take this. You're coming with us. It's the whole world. But there's another world just waiting for you, Jax. And it's safe.
Yo.
Oh, I'm ready.
Equipment right here. Thank you, Torchwood.
Abandoned ship?
But we can't just leave. What about the Daleks?
And the Cybermen.
They're part of the problem, and that makes them part of the solution. Oh, yes! Isn't anyone going to ask? Where's it with the glasses?
Yeah, what is it with the glasses?
I can see! That's what! Look.
It's open.
In 3 minutes.
Oh.
Void stuff. Look at the others.
They all have it.
The only one who hasn't been through the void.
Jackie.
Your mother.
First time she's looked normal in her life.
I just open the void and reverse. The void stuff gets sucked back inside.
Oh.
What's the void?
The dead space. Some people call it hell.
We've been there.
Sending the Daleks and Cybermen to hell. Man, I told you he was good.
I love that.
Like you said, we've all got void stuff.
Yeah. They all get sucked in.
That's where you've got to go. Back to Pete's world.
Oh.
I'm opening the void, but only on this side.
Oh.
And then you close it.
The breach itself is soaked in void stuff. In the end, it'll close itself. And that's it.
But you stay on this side.
Well, you'll get pulled in.
He's gonna get pulled in.
That's why I got these.
To another world and then it gets sealed off.
I'll never see you again. Yo, is that her?
Forever.
No.
I'm not leaving it. I'm not going without her.
Oh my god, we're going!
You've got to.
Well, that's tough.
She's not gonna leave without her daughter.
All the things I've seen him do for me, for you, for all of us, for the whole stupid planet.
Oh.
He does it alone, Mum.
She just want him to be alone.
But not anymore.
Yo, he's gonna
Now he's got me.
force her there. Oh. Yo. He's gonna force her there. Oh.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh.
I've got to go back.
The doctor said every time we use one of these, it damages the whole world. That's an order.
Nicky, tell him.
Once the bridge collapses, that's it. You will never be able to see her again. Your own mother.
I'm never gonna leave you.
Yo.
Those coordinates over there, set them all at 6.
Oh my god, it's...
Hurry up!
Yo, this is wild.
We've got Cybermen on the way up.
We'll retreat through the bridge.
Retreat to the beach. Wow, running away.
You will not pass.
Yvonne.
Will not pass.
That's Yvonne. You shall not pass. What? Is her resolve that great? Oh my god.
Press the red button.
Bridge active. Exterminate him.
Yeesh. They're here.
Let's do it!
Oh. Yo. Did Rose fly in? What happened?
Into the
How about them? Okay. Yo, look at that. Oh! Yo, what if they get hit by one of them?
Temporal shift!
Temporal shift. Yo, that black one is gonna come in.
Offline.
Oh no! No! Oh! Oh my god, the Doctor's face. Yo! Yo! No, 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 no! 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 No, 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 no! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Systems closed.
Oh! Oh my god. Ah!
It stopped working. He did it. He closed the breach.
Oh my god. On either side, they can feel each other. Oh my god. Yo, yo. My god. Doctor alone. Alone. Oh. Oh my god. I'm just speechless. Oh. Oh, Rose.
Last night I had a dream. I heard a voice, and it was calling my name.
Imagine waking up that next morning, like, in disbelief.
I told Mum and Dad, and Mickey. They believed it, because they've met the Doctor.
God,
That
what
night,
now?
we packed up,
What's happening?
got into Dad's old Jeep, and off we went. Followed the voice. Kept on driving hundreds and hundreds of miles.
Wow. The Doctor found a way to her?
And this is a story of how I died.
Oh. This is her telling the story from the beginning. What happened? Oh! He found a way to connect.
There's one tiny little gap in the universe left. And it takes a lot of power to send this projection. I'm in orbit around a supernova.
Ooh.
Burning up a sun just to say goodbye.
Oh my god. This is the opening.
You look like a ghost.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm still just an image. No touch.
Oh god, this is painful.
I didn't come through properly.
The whole thing would fracture.
Start again from the beginning.
How long have you got?
About 2 minutes.
Oh, this is painful. This is painful.
I can't think of what to say.
How do you say goodbye?
You've still got Mr. Mickey then?
There's 5 of us now. And the baby. No.
Oh,
It's Mum.
Jackie.
She's 3 months gone. All Tyler's on the way.
Oh.
So the Torchwood on this planet's open for business. I think I know a thing or two about aliens.
Right. All that knowledge.
Defender of the Earth.
Yes. Oh, this breaks my heart.
You're dead. Officially back home.
That's her dying.
You're on the list of the dead. Here you are, living a life day after day.
Fighting the good fight.
The one adventure I can never have.
Am I ever gonna see you again?
You can't.
What are you gonna do?
Same old life, last of the Time Lords.
On your own.
Oh my god.
I love you.
Oh.
It's quite right, too. And I suppose if it's my last chance to say it.
Say it.
Rose Tyler.
Oh. 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 Oh.
What? Who are you? Where am I? What? What the hell is this place?
What? Who is that? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know who that was at the end there. And why they got beamed up to the TARDIS. How? He's on a supernova. Yo, that last scene. Yo. I need a moment. Doomsday. That title, so apt. It's Doomsday in more ways than one. You know, Rose's death was the thing that got spoiled for me. For those who know that I mentioned something was spoiled, it was Rose's death. Somebody just, intentionally posted on the page or somewhere commenting that Rose will get kicked off the show and die or something at the end of season 2. And this was earlier on of this season, I think, when that happened. And so that was like a big shattering moment that, oh no, is this real? Is this a misdirect? I had no idea, but I classified it as a spoiler, and I said I was going to reveal it when it happened. And so this is it. I was waiting to see how it would happen, and here it is. It was definitely unexpected how it happened. I didn't, I guess maybe that's the spoiler made me really believe like, hey, she's going to die, and then the beginning of the episode of the Army of Ghosts, they say, she says, this is how I died. And so that, to me, that was pretty clear that those two things together, that, hey, that she's going to die this episode. But obviously, that wasn't the case. No, there's an asterisk beside that. And finding out what it was, I feel like it's almost, in a way, even more heartbreaking to be alive and now go through what they just went through. The scale of this episode was just epic proportions. I mean, we're talking about Cybermen, we're talking about Dalek, we're talking about, Mickey coming back, the two worlds, Rose, Pete and Jackie meeting and the confrontation between the Dalek and the Cybermen together, all of that. There was just so much there, so much lore, so much that from watching all the episodes so far, and maybe even knowledge of Classic Who, which I don't even know, it's kind of leading to this big moment. It just colors it up even more. And just kind of enriches it, So I was able to feel the energy from that conversation that the Dalek had with the Cybermen about, we're superior and we only need one of us to defeat all of you, and all of that. You can really appreciate that they mean what they say when they say that, and and yeah, you know, it had a lot of like funny moments there too, with them roasting each other, and just in general with the episode with Jackie, and Rose and the doctor and all of that. It was heartfelt, it was sad, it was gripping, there was action, it was epic. It had all of it. I went through this episode. I went through it. I really, really went through it. I really enjoyed the meetup between Jackie and Pete. You know, they were really selling this Pete as a character from this other world who, you know, walked off when Rose was telling him, hey, you want to come back with us? Jackie's still alive in this other world, and you have me and all of that. And he was very reluctant to do so. And this episode as well, he kept on saying, you know, my Jackie's gone, and I'm here. I live a different life, and all of your stuff is not my stuff. And he was very sort of like closed off to that idea. And so in that moment of actually seeing her standing before him, and for her as well to see him, you know, to see Pete, who she hasn't seen in so long. And, Jackie has seen a couple of things now at this point with the TARDIS crew, but this was just something else. And I thought they just had brilliant acting there, performances from both, and just literally seeing each other. For him, it was someone who he lost a couple of years ago, but for her, you know, it was even longer, and it was something that she wasn't even considering. And so that moment there where he's wrestling with the idea, okay, this is not my Jackie, but this is a Jackie. This is somebody I loved and cared for, and she's standing in front of me right now. And thought that when the last time we saw them, they were going through a divorce, a separation. And so, you know, this was almost like a new chance to be with somebody who he loved, you know, just looking at her and being with her. But at the same time, he may not have had their relationship, you know, went through, some hard times, and they were, about to end it all. And so this was like a chance for him to start anew, you know, in the sense of the world, and also with Jackie herself. So it was great to see him in that moment, sort of like, you know, first like sticking to his own logic, his own idea, his own, like, you know, this is not mine, like, so, you know, just I can't suspend disbelief on this, like stay on mission. And then I think his heart just broke in that moment and said, oh my God, you're like her, you know, you're Jackie, you know, you're quick-witted, you're funny. You know, the thing about the money was so funny from Jackie. She's like, I don't care about the money, but how much money, you know, and how much is very. And it was just, it's Jackie, you know, she's so charismatic, she's so endearing, you just can't help but fall in love. And I think that was the moment. It was like a split-second decision for him that just said, I'm gonna go for this, you know. And thank God he did, because in this crazy world, their world of, you know, timelines and rifts and Dalek and Cybermen and all sorts of universal wars, it's those little moments and those little things that we have to pick ourselves up after all of that we have to cherish, you know. Maybe it's not the exact same Jackie, but that's Jackie, you know, and thankfully you have got the experience of being able to have another Jackie when many people, you know, do not. So if anything, it's a gift, and I think he recognized that in that moment, and was able to run towards it. There was a lot of exposition this episode, you know, about the Dalek and Dalek technology, Time Lord technology. We got some callbacks to the Dalek episode with Rose's touch, with the radiation and what they needed in order to kickstart this Genesis arc. I had no idea what would be in there. I had no idea. If I had thought about it a little bit in that moment, I would have realized an ark is something that's carrying a bunch of things, right? It's like Noah's Ark. It maybe would have made me think like, okay, well, maybe that's a lot of things in there. And maybe we'll have put into perspective that maybe it's something that lets it carry a lot of things without looking too, you know, that big, aka like the TARDIS, that's much bigger inside than it is from the outside. So that is the technology of the Time Lords. You know, I didn't piece it together in that moment, but honestly, there was no way I could, because there was just so much going on, and my head was just full of this whole episode. I think I don't even think I spoke as much as I normally do, because there's just so much going on, and that was just like a feast for the eyes and for the senses in seeing everything, and trying to reconcile with seeing Dalek again and seeing Cybermen again and Mickey and Pete, and just wondering what's going to happen, and all the while thinking about, you know, Rose, what's going to happen to Rose at the end of this episode. So there was just so much going on. And but yeah, it turned out to be the arc is an arc, and it brought all the Dalek out. Just seeing that, the Dalek all coming out there, that was unnerving. I think that's the word. It made my skin crawl in a way. There's just something about it. Dalek are not real, you know, but they feel real at this point, just because you just know how much destruction they cause and how much hate they have in them. They're such a dark and twisted species, right? So just seeing them come out in mass like that, and when just one of them is enough to cause, you know, just annihilation, just seeing them come out like that, they always come out in, let's say, millions or whatnot, you know. So it's just it was really a sight to see. So at that point, and at that point, they were saying something about abandoning ship, abandoning planet, and all just leaving, and it was kind of wild, because they would have just sort of left that planet to our planet to be destroyed, you know, which funny enough, that gave me Rick and Morty vibes of just like they go in and they cause destruction on the planet, and then they sort of have to leave that planet because it's totally, you know, like the Cronenberg episode and all of that stuff. So it's like we gotta go. Yeah, it was quite a sight to see. And yeah, I think just everything leading up to that moment made me really appreciate the weight of the Dalek taking over in that way. And I think, you know, I've never seen the Time War, but I guess that's sort of how it would have looked like. Just total annihilation of just like millions of Dalek flying around, just literally saying, exterminate all life forms below. There was a moment there at the end with Yvonne, the Cyberman. It had to be her, obviously, because of, you know, the duty that she was saying. Duty. She somehow was able to break through, I guess. Maybe I missed it, or maybe it's that point in which the emotional center is removed, and the blocker is removed, and then she's able to access her memories, and then maybe that was what happened, I guess. Maybe I missed it, but yeah, the blood or the black, it was just, that was really, it was like torturous. You could feel the pain in that moment of sort of her realizing what she has become or who she is in this moment and fighting back. Or maybe she was breaking through somehow. Maybe her resolve was just so strong. It could be that as well, but it was sort of painful to watch. That moment, including the moment where she was taken and went through the conversion. But it was definitely the Hail Mary they needed in that moment, though. So that is, you know, it was literally God and the machine, Deus ex machina, you know, in that moment for them, you know. So, well, closing the rift. This was where it was all leading to, you know. It feels like it turns into a moment where, you know, some people have to stay and some people have to go, and there's just no other way around it. And, you know, Rose in that moment being told, hey, the only way around this is you need to go to the other universe, you need to go to the other world, and you can't leave you behind. There's just no statistical way that it can work, because if that thing opens, you get sucked through. So you just have to go. And Rose in that moment has to realize and decide and say, hey, you know, I don't want to be without my mom. I don't want to be without, you know, the possibility of being without my dad, like having this reunion, come together and have this family that she's always wanted. And you know, but her feelings for the doctor and her realization in that moment that the doctor would be alone, all alone, was even greater for her. And she had to, you know, speak to Jackie, who was breaking down at that moment and saying, I won't let you do this. You know, this is again, well, yet again at this point where you want to go back, go with the doctor. And we're talking about finality here, that we just can't ever see you again, ever. And she couldn't accept it, and Rose had to tell her and say, hey, you know, I'm making my choice here. This is the stand I'm making, that I'm just going to be with the doctor. This is my life now. You know, in a sense, she feels that she's married to the doctor, married to this life, married to the way it is now. And she didn't want that to end. You could feel that fire in her in that moment, where she was just so steely, so resolved. You know, it mirrored the parting of the ways, where she had that conversation with Mickey and Jackie, and she's like, I have to go back. There's nothing for me here. And in this case, there's even more for her here. There is another world. There is a new chance of opportunity. There's Pete Tyler. And even then, she still chooses the doctor, you know, and I'm sure there must be different camps and trains of thought about that. But, you know, that was her decision. That's what she wanted. And that must have been such a hard decision to make. It must have been, even though she made it so quickly. It's still very hard when he considers, you know, her mom, who she loves a lot, and her dad, who she wants a relationship with so badly. So I think the previous episodes, Father's Day and all of that she's been through, really makes you understand the weight of that decision for her. But she couldn't bear to see the doctor alone. So a man she loves, man she's been with, a man she's experienced what lifetimes of adventure and pain and hope and disaster and all sorts of things that are unimaginable with. You know, it's just something that can't really be explained to anyone who hasn't been through it. And so, yeah, that moment where she decides, and the doctor, you know, loves her so much that he couldn't bear to be the one who separates her from her family, because he knows how much all those things mean to her, right? He knows. You know, the doctor, I think Christopher Eccleston, you know, back when he first met Rose, you know, he wouldn't have he wouldn't be this. He's not the same, right? He wouldn't have known the story of Rose. And it's not just him loving Rose and knowing her. It's him knowing the relationships she has with those people, with her mom, how much she wants to be with Pete, how much she wants to bring her family together and see them happy. And so, you know, that must have been so painful for him to say, I want you here. I don't want what we have to end, but I'm going to send you off. I'm going to force you into this thing because I know that this is something that's so important to you. And so, you know, her putting the thing around her neck, and then her going there, and then pressing it almost immediately and saying, send me back. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. And that reminds me of something else, of Rose saying, no, you don't. Another time, I'm just not recalling it now, but she's done this before, where she says, no, 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 you don't. I guess she kind of did that too with the TARDIS. That was him sending her away, you know, from the parting of the ways. He forced her home again to be with her family. And now he's doing it again. And she's like, no, you don't. You've tried this before, and I'm not going to take it again. And she comes back to him, and he's just in disbelief. He's like, this stubborn girl, like, what are you doing here? Why do you want to die here today? But he loves her. And so, you know, there was a glint in his eye in that moment. And Tennant plays it so well. I mean, the acting from Tennant and Billy Piper this episode was just on a different level. I mean, the work that they had to do, the work that they were given this episode to do was just, you know, this is the crown jewel of their relationship. And so they had to really give it to us. And it was there. It was there. It was there. And so that moment, the doctor sees her come back, and I think there's just a mixed emotion there, right? He's like, oh my God, but also, you know, he's like, oh, you came back for me, you know? You came back for me, even in spite of everything. And, you know, she's just, this is it. You're stuck with me. This is where we're going to have to do this. And just to think, I mean, how would the doctor have done it all alone? I don't know if he figured that part out, but the way the mechanism was looking, it seemed like he needed two people to pull those two things together. So I'm sure he'll have found a way, but having Rose there made all the difference. And when that lever is starting to pull the other way, and I just like, oh my God. In that moment, I was like, oh, it's going to be, Rose is going to fly in there. This is how she dies. And so in that moment, I was already sort of resigned to it. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I mean, she said she's going to die this episode. And the doctor's face, like even if you're not feeling any sort of like the weight of that, just looking at the face of Tennant in that moment, the doctor was just looking at her like, oh, you're not going to survive this, are you? There's just no way. Once that thing opens up again, you're going through. There's just no way. We had to get these mass shifting things, whatever, to hold us down. And you're just going to hold on there? There's no way. You're going. And you saw the panic in his eyes. And she flies through. And at that moment, I was like, she's gone. and Pete just comes back in that exact spot and catches her. I mean, oh, it just brings us back full circle to Father's Day, where Pete was like, no, I'm the dad. I'm your dad, and I'll protect you. That's my job. And he did exactly that. He did exactly that. Even though it was a different Pete Tyler, you know, he came back in the exact moment, in that exact spot, and he caught her, and he says, no, you're not going anywhere. I got you. And then he took them right back in the exact moment, and then the rift closes. It was poetic. It was painful. It was joyful. It was something, you know. It felt like there was a finality to it. Very, very heavy finality to it. When that rift closed, it was just like, that's it. You felt that, because this is where we were heading to. And Rose just breaking down, hitting the wall there, knowing that I'm without the doctor, and the doctor has no way of reaching me right now. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine that feeling, you know. And that's why, you know, it's compared to death, because there's just a finality with death in that way. You just can't do anything. You can't do anything. You can't turn back time in this sense here. You can't touch them, feel them. All you had were those last moments. And, you know, because, you know, Rose didn't know that it would end that way, she never had that moment to touch him again, to hug him, to kiss him, and say, hey, you know, this is it, and let's have this last touch. And for two people in love with each other like that, you can just tell how they were reaching through the wall for that last touch. Oh, that part broke me. And you know, they never had the closure that they needed. The closure happened, but they didn't have the closure. And so her having the dream and then coming back to the beach, and you know, that was where it started, from the Army of Ghosts. That's where she was speaking from. It's like, this is my story. And her being able to now finally see him in that moment, I'm so happy they gave us that closure, because not having that at all would have been so gut-wrenchingly painful. I mean, it was painful either way, but that would just it would just have been too much. And so her being able to say goodbye at the very least, and then to say the words, I love you, and to say it really fully with all the full chest and say it. And the doctor not being able to say it, but he was going there to say it. And you know, I think it's a win either way. You know, I think she knows how he feels. They've been together, you know, and she got the message. And to see the tears falling from the doctor's face, I mean, like, we haven't seen this doctor cry. And, you know, it just hits you right there. Oh my God. Yeah, that was really, 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 really tough. That was tough. You know, their bond is so strong, and you know, and this is Rose, you know, looking at him like Tennant and Eccleston. He's both of those people, and more, but that's who she knows and who she's been with all this time. And to be looking at him and him saying, we have seconds left and we will never see each other ever again. How do you reconcile with that? Oh my God. Yeah. I'm just thinking about what happens now. You know, I know that the doctor will continue. The doctor will go on. He will keep being the doctor, just like he says. Keep searching. Keep being the last time Lord. Keep encountering wild and weird things and going on his adventures. And he's been through this before. This is not his first companion, so he's felt this before. And just that pain, remembering Sarah Jane, remembering all those have come before. The doctor remembers each one of those moments where he had to say goodbye, knowing that he would never see them again, or, you know, what would happen to them. And he just has to keep reliving that. It's such a pain. And I think in that moment, he was probably thinking, here we are again at that moment right there, where he has to reconcile that this is who he is, this is his life, you know, the life of the last Time Lord. You know, this is the journey he has to go on, the lonely journey. I think what happens to Rose now in this world that she's been in before, but is not completely familiar with, is it's a mirror dimension in a sense, right? But it's not the exact same people that she knows, right? For example, like Harriet Jones is the president, but Harriet Jones doesn't know her in this world. She doesn't have that experience with her. And the fact that she doesn't even exist in this world as Rose, so no one knows her except from her family. Nobody knows her at all. And so she has to start from scratch. You know, in some ways that's good, you know, to be this new person, but in other ways it can feel very rough, you know, for her. Thankfully she has Mickey. Thankfully she has her mom. She has her dad. You know, I said something in a previous episode about how Rose can never get it all. You know, she wants her family, and you know, in the Father's Day episode, she gets Pete back, but then the world has to end. And then Cyberman episode happens, and Jackie goes, and you know, all of that was happening, and so there's always all these pieces that just never fully come together. And now she gets to have Pete, Jackie, even Mickey there, and it all seems like it's all a perfect cake, and you realize that the Doctor is not there and can never be there. And so it just, again, you know, it's just that's so sad for me to think about, that she is losing such a big part of her life, and someone she truly loves, and also such a magical life that she's had, you know. I'm sure she must feel like, oh, it's been cut so short. That pain just lingers. It would just be part of her for so long. I just can't imagine how you fully reconcile with that. And the Sarah Jane episode, the school reunion, really made us see that. And the worst part is, Sarah Jane is not in this world. She can't just run over to Sarah Jane and be like, hey, what's up? Like, let's talk about this. Maybe there's a Sarah Jane, but maybe she won't be being a companion of the Doctor. Maybe, you know, she just doesn't have that person. And so how lonely it must feel, even with the people she has around her. So yeah, my heart breaks for Rose from this episode, and I really wish her well. I think Billie Piper, you know, it was amazing. It was amazing, just, you know, going on with Rose, and you playing Rose, and Rose was just a companion for the ages, and I really felt like really connected to her and her journey from Rose to now, and really she's really grown, you know, as a person, as a character, as a companion, and to see her this episode with everything that she has, and to be saying, yes, I'm going to go work in Torchwood. All these experiences have taught me a lot. I know a lot about aliens, and she just knows a lot about just how to handle it, you know. I think just in terms of that, she knows how to get things done, and she's going to be a great asset to them. So eventually she'll move on, and I think there's just big things in her future for that world, and I think she'll never forget the Doctor. You can't forget things like that. But I think, as Sarah Jane rightfully said, you know, even if it's all going to end and it's all going to crash and burn, it's still a gift. You know, she said it differently, but be thankful that it happened, basically. And I think she'll always remember it as a big gift of her life. I could go on and on about this story and about Rose, and I probably will. But for now, this is a big send-off, and this show really, 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 really gripped it out, pulled it out of me. And oh my God, it's always hard resetting after characters are not there anymore that you've come to love and enjoy and expect. But that's life. There's always have to get ready for a new beginning. And there's a brand new person on the TARDIS. Is she a new companion? How does that work? How does she appear there? There's so many questions. I guess we're gonna have to find out. But that's it. And again, I'm sad that it happened, but I'm thankful that it happened. I'm thankful that the journey happened. I'm sad about some things, but I'm happy about the whole package itself. Oh, so the music on this show really gets you. It really does. I mean, when the themes that they really show, the themes of the characters, when they put that on, and you really feel the feelings like, oh my God, it's happening right now, isn't it? This theme is associated with love, with a finality, with a goodbye, and you just hear that music come in, and it's just oof. I know that Torchwood is coming up, and in the timeline of this, and I will be watching Torchwood. You better believe that I will be going on to watch the Torchwood show, and also continuing on with NewWho, of course. So please stay on and continue this journey with me. And I am. They are breaking me slowly. They are breaking me until I'm just like, oh, what's gonna happen now? I'm gonna be watching the screen and like, you know, they're like, who are you gonna take from me now? Who? Yeah. Well, it was an amazing ride so far, and there's lots more coming up. I'm excited, and thank you. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next season. You know, one thing during this season that I didn't even realize is that David Tennant's fantastic is brilliant. Brilliant. He says brilliant a lot, and I didn't realize that was his thing until after a while, and then I haven't even mentioned it, but yeah, brilliant. He is brilliant. That is very apt for him. The pain. Oh.